Hey, so I'm reading Ray Dalio's Principles right now, and he has some very interesting points I wanted to talk about for a little bit, specifically with regards to evolution. Sorry, the phone's sliding on the stand. Before I forget, by the way, I know some of you have been following along pretty ardently to the YouTube videos, and I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wanted to say, also please check out our IGTV channel. If you go to the Instagram, it's right there, and you can see more content like this, but in a vertical setting. So that's kind of fun and exciting. Right, so evolution is the guiding factor for your career in a lot of ways. Because at the end of the day, evolution is a series of adaptations and inventions that give you an advantage, but they're frequently diminishing in value, right? And so it kind of leads to a series of loops, because you've got the value growing with your adaptation or invention, and then it starts to diminish because other people start to do it, or it starts to just, the landscape changes for whatever reason, so you start to recede, so you have to come up with something new and keep growing, keep adapting, right? This is why a lot of bands are only successful for one record, because they have one thing and they do it, but then they recede. It was the only adaptation they had. You know, they need to build another adaptation after that. If you look at the most successful bands over history who have prolonged careers, their career is not a question of one shtick that they stuck to the entire time. It's a question of constant adaptation and evolution, right? And so they expect to recede a little bit and then to pull back up. And obviously that's the same with album cycles and all those sorts of things. You know, like you put out your new record and you do a ton of touring, and then you go away for a while, and then you do a new record, and you hopefully get bigger and bigger through that. But again, it's a step-by-step process, and you need to embrace that process and embrace that revolution. Exponential growth doesn't really exist outside of on very narrow timescales. We ignore this because we like to view things on a short timescale. We view things for us. It's the same reason the economy keeps going into a recession, is that nobody really thinks on a 20-year scale as much as they should. But when you do, all these cycles start to make sense, you know? And so when planning the future of your band, plan around the need for evolution. Plan around the fact that you can have a 25-year goal, but that 25-year goal, to get it, you're going to need to evolve and adapt and change yourself many times. And so it's a gradual process. You need to embrace that sense of evolution. The more you embrace the evolution, the further you're going to go, right? Because that means you're constantly adapting and bringing on new things. And the trick is to learn from failing and trying again and recovering quickly. That's all there is. Fail, recover quickly, try again. Just do it time and time again, and that's how you learn, and that's how you evolve. And once you start to evolve, you start to have long-term success. And once you start to have long-term success, the penalties of failure become a lot less, and the benefits of trying again go up significantly. The last thing I'd encourage you to do as you're figuring out how to evolve and how you're going to grow yourself is that it's okay to fail, especially if you can limit the fallout of a failure, and also that it's much better to spend your time increasing the probability of success of one thing than trying a bunch of different things. So if you can raise the chance of success of one thing from 51% to 85%, that's better than trying a bunch of things that have a 51% chance of success, because you're 17 times more likely to succeed if it's an 85% chance. Again, just a thought. And it's it's significantly more likely to succeed and pay off. It's not 17 times more likely. I misspoke there, but you get what I'm trying to say. Raise the probability of success and use that to guide your evolution. I encourage you. Fail, recover quickly, try again. I look forward to seeing you succeed.